Hi guys, it's me Terry of the Yarnjoy podcast. Welcome to Vlogtober Day 7. Okay, so for my mini project of the day, I'm still following Happy Berry Crochet's tutorials, and I decided to do the mini pumpkin. But as you can see, mine turned out a little bit larger. Hers actually turned out very small, and it could have been backpack buddy size, but I decided that I wanted my little pumpkin to be something that I could use as a decor item. And so what I did is I held 2 strands of my never-ending orange yarn together, okay, and I went up crochet hook size, let's see, because her pattern called for an E hook, well actually 2 of them, an E hook and then a 3mm, and what I used was an F hook, which is 3.75mm. And then I went down to an E, which is 3.5, just right at the end. But anyway, here's my little pumpkin. I think it turned out really cute. Now, I did also, let's see, when she was doing the increases, her increases went to 30 stitches around, and I went one more round around to get mine to be 36 inches around, yeah. And then when she did the side rows to get it lengthened, to get the top, the height, I did one extra round. I think she said like doing 5 rows, and I did 6, and before doing my decreases. But anyway, I really like it. I think it's cute, and she used green for the stem, and I used some latte, super saver cafe latte for my stem. So anyway, here's my little pumpkin. Okay, so next section is the answers to yesterday's trivia questions. And yesterday's trivia questions started with, which piano playing entertainer earned the nicknames Mr. Showmanship and the Glitter Man? And the answer, well, the choices were either Stevie Wonder, Liberace, Elton John, or Billy Joel. And the answer for that one was Liberace. Liberace's legendary bedazzled pianos were no match for his wardrobe, which included such gems as a blue fox cape that trailed 16 feet behind him and a King Neptune costume that weighed 200 pounds. Okay, next question was, which CD was the first one that was manufactured in the U.S.? And was it one by Billy Joel, Bruce Springsteen, Cyndi Lauper, or Blondie? And the answer for that was B, which is Billy Joel. Billy Joel's 1978 album was the first to be available for sale on CD in Japan in 1982. Oh, sorry, no. I didn't read the whole answer. Just a minute here. Okay, but Springsteen's most iconic album was aptly named because it was the first one to be made in the USA starting in September of 1984. Okay, so the answer was Bruce Springsteen, born in the USA. Okay, okay. And the last question that I asked yesterday was, in the Back to the Future franchise, at what speed is the DeLorean time machine activated? And the answer for that one was, of course, you knew that the flux capacitor kicks into gear at 88 miles per hour. Okay, the trivia questions for today is number 1, which of the following doesn't belong and why? A, Elton John, B, Mick Jagger, C, Bruce Hornsby, D, Bill Murray, or E, Paul M. Okay, so which one of those do not belong together? Okay, and why? Okay, then the next question is, what are the names of the 2 old men who sit in the balcony on the Muppet Show? Was it A, Aspen and Ludsthorpe, B, Chilton and Gerard, C, Hawkins and Nigel, or D, Waldorf and Statler? Okay, and then the last question, number 3, is what country singer is known, or which country singer is known as the Man in Black? Is it A, Clint Black, B, Garth Brooks, C, Johnny Cash, or D, Hank Williams? Okay, so that's the trivia questions for the day. Okay, now on to the Q&A. I have a question that was asked to me by Janice, and Janice is asking me, what chart do I use for hats? Okay, so I found some printable charts that I really liked. It's on the website Petals to Picots, and I will put a link in the description box below where you can find these charts if you want to print them out. And so what they are is, here is circles for the crowns. You just lay the hat on here to the measurement. There's another page here that's got the size. Let's see. Sorry, these are making noise, I guess. But down here, it's got the size for like hat diameters, head circumference, hat circumference, crown, the crown circle diameter, and the height of the hat. So say you want to do a hat for 3 to 6 month infant, okay, so it says to use the 5-inch crown circle diameter, and so then you lay your hat on here, and that is the blue, the inner circle right there is 5 inches, and so then you would know once you reach that diameter, then you stop increasing and then start working on the height. Then there's another sheet here. So they have this one, and it's all the way up to adult size. And then this one, these circles here are for different infant sizes, like preemie, several preemies there, you know, depending on the size, the pound weight of the baby. And then newborn size, 2 weeks to 3 months is this one, okay? And then they have this other one that is got these arrows right here, and that is for the hat height. And so you just lay the hat on there from the crown down to the edge, and then that's supposed to be the right size for anywhere from 3 to 6 months all the way to adult size. Okay, so I thought those were cool charts, and like I said, I got them laminated. My daughter-in-law did it for me, and so so that's what I use. And like I said, I'll put a link below. Okay, so next question. Michelle asked me, do I have a project that I would never make again? Well, I don't know. Well, not really, I don't guess. I know when I'm working on something, if it's like a big blanket, like, for example, the llama blanket that I made, when I got finished with it, oh, I was so tired of working on it. And I remember that somebody had asked me, because I took it to the person that I gave it to, and of course she was showing everybody after I gave it to her, and then I had somebody, a couple of people asked me, oh, do you make those for sale, you know, oh, I'd love for you to make me one, I'll buy it from you, whatever. And at the time I said, no, I think this is a one-of-a-kind project, I'm not gonna make this one again. And I've had feelings of that on other big projects, but then afterwards, like, okay, so that was like before last Christmas when I made that, and so now here it is October, and I'm thinking about it now, and I'm thinking, you know, I really like that project. Now I probably would make that again, you know. So I guess, I don't know, do y'all feel that way? At the moment, you know, I'm thinking, oh, I'm never gonna make that again. But then after I take a big break from it, I'm thinking, oh, maybe I might make one of those one day, you know. So I don't know if there's actually one that I would never make again. I don't know. I'd have to really think about that. I don't know. Let's see. Let me find another question here. Karen asked me, do I have a method of recording all my yarn in my stash so I know what I have, or do I keep it all visible so I can see it? Definitely visible. I've got it in several places throughout the room. Back there, and then I've got some in this cabinet over here. I mean, I've showed in that Flash Your Stash video that I made, but I mean, I've got some on shelves over there in the closet. But it definitely visible. Trying to keep track of it on paper, like how many skeins I have of this color and all that, no, that's much work. So, yep. And Sonia of Cat Crazy Creations, she asked me if I have ever entered any of my crochet projects in a county or state fair. No, I haven't. I've seen other people do that. Llama Mama Kayla just did that. Ella of No Catchy Name does that. And it looks like it would be really fun to do. But I guess since I don't really just not looked into it, I guess since I live in such a big city, I wouldn't know. I don't know if they have anything around here besides the competition would be outrageous. So maybe if I lived in a smaller town or something where they would have stuff like that. But no, I haven't. Let's see. Erica asked me how many children I have. I have 2 sons. Do I have any grandchildren yet? No, not yet. Julie Hale asked me what my favorite season is. I guess I would say fall. I think, you know, I mean, I love the summer, but then by the end of the summer, because the summers get so hot here, by the end of the summer, I am done with summer and I want cooler weather. And so my favorite time of year, I guess, is right at the beginning when you get that transition between the hot weather and then all of a sudden you start having cooler mornings, and you know, so when you're making that transition, it's such a refreshing time, I think. And in fact, we just had our first cold front come in early this morning, and of course it's still pretty warm, but it was a little bit cooler. I mean, you could tell the difference this morning. It was really nice. Of course, the sun is shining now, and it's pretty warm out there now, but not near as bad as it has been. So I guess that would be my favorite season, is in that right at the beginning when that transition goes from such heat, and then you get this nice, refreshing, different type of weather that's really nice. Okay, let's see. Mary Bell is hooked. Asked me, does my husband watch my podcast? Yes, he does. He says he watches them, and he makes sure he likes all of them. He hits the thumbs up button, and he also he says, and I even sit there and watch all the ads and everything to give you as much credit as possible. So that's sweet. So yes, he does. He does watch my videos. Lee Redman has asked me, have I ever been to Australia? No. Nope. I've never been out of the country except for about this much into Mexico and then back again. No, you know, I talked about it yesterday. But no, that's it. But yeah, I mean, she said that she lives in Victoria, Australia. That would be great. I don't know if I'd want to be out in the wilds because y'all got some scary animals over there. I know on Bob Wilson 123, she used to every once in a while she'd show a video where there'd be one of those big lizards in her backyard or whatever, the goannas, I think. Yeah, and they're huge. I'm like, oh my goodness, if I saw one of those, I don't know what I'd do. But maybe in the less rural areas, then yes, it would be cool. Linda Jean House asked me what my favorite hook size is. I would say I tend to do depending on my projects. Like my amigurumis, I used to use F hooks. Now it seems like I use even more of an E hook, which is 3.5 millimeter. If I'm doing a blanket or bigger size project like that, then usually it's usually a J hook, which I think, what is a J hook? That's like a 6 millimeter. Is that what that is? Let's see. This is a G hook and that's a 4. So I guess it's a 6. It's a J hook. I don't have one in easy reach at the moment, so. Laurel, I think her name is Laurel Beverland. I think I said it right. I'm hoping I did. She asked me if I made any of my own wearables. No, like, not really. I mean, for a couple of reasons. For one thing, I'm in Texas, and there's just a few opportunities to wear warm clothing, you know, like that, because the weather just doesn't get cold enough. So, I mean, I have a couple of things, but really don't need a big supply of wearables. I remember I made a jacket for as a baby gift, a little cardigan, baby cardigan, and it didn't fit the baby at all. So I'm always afraid that the gauge is not going to be right, and so I tend to like to make things that are like one size fits all, or a gauge doesn't matter. So no, I don't make many wearables. A few things I will bookmark and think, oh, maybe I'll try that one day, you know, but I haven't. Oh, here's one. I skipped this one. I don't know where. I guess I just scrolled over it too fast. But here, Nadine Jones asked me what my favorite beverage is. It says you drink coffee. Do you like to drink anything else? Well, yes, I drink coffee, but I only drink 2 cups a day. 1 in the morning when I first get up, and 1 in the mid-afternoon, something like that. And then that's it. And the rest of the day, I drink. I have to admit, I drink a lot of Coke Zeros, which I know I shouldn't be. I also like iced tea, and in the evenings I'll even drink a hot tea sometimes, mainly in the winter time. In the summer it's too hot to drink that many hot beverages, but yeah. Coffee, tea, and soda, yeah, but usually, like I said, it's Coke Zero. Okay, so I guess that's it for today. Thanks for watching, guys, and stay tuned for tomorrow for Vlogtober Day 8. See you later, guys. Bye.